Is it time to buy or sell QQQ ETF? In this video, we are diving deep into QQQ. Our initial report was published on our website on Tuesday, the 17th of June, 2025, and now we are here to provide you with an even more detailed analysis. Remember to subscribe, hit the like button, and turn on the notification bell to stay updated on our latest analysis. You don't want to miss any crucial updates that could impact your investments. Enhance your trading decisions by trying our newly launched AI stock analysis tool powered by GPT-4 at StockInvest.us. Tap into the power of AI and receive free price predictions and deep analysis for any one among 45,000 companies worldwide today. Please note that this video is for informational purposes only and should not be considered as financial advice. Since the 27th of May, 2025, our system has ranked QQQ as a hold or accumulate, assigning it a score of negative 0.53. Now, let's examine the ETF's performance during this time frame. The ETF has undergone natural fluctuations, achieving a gain of 1.51%. This equates to an average return of 0.09% per day since it was designated as hold or accumulate. The exchange-traded fund resides in the upper part of a broad and robust upward trend in the short term. This situation may present a favorable selling opportunity for short-term traders, as a reaction back towards the lower part of the trend is likely. A breakout at the upper trend line, valued at $535.64, would indicate a stronger rate of ascent. The current 3-month trend suggests a potential change of approximately 18.92% over the next 3 months, with a possible return ranging from 8.11% to 20.39%. Looking at the longer term, our 12-month analysis indicates a projected change of 5.66%. According to our calculations, the stock's performance could vary from negative 15.78% to positive 9.68% over the coming year. In current terms, this would place the future price somewhere between $445.60 and $580.30. Our latest daily update for QQQ includes the headline, QQQ ETF downgraded from buy candidate to hold accumulate after Tuesday trading session. The QQQ ETF price fell by nearly 1% on the last day, which was Tuesday, the 17th of June, 2025, dropping from $534.29 to $529.08. During the last trading day, the ETF fluctuated by 1%, ranging from a low of $527.92 to a high of $533.33. The price has risen in 6 of the last 10 days and is up by a fraction of a percent over the past 2 weeks. Volume increased on the last day by 6 million shares, although this occurred alongside falling prices. This may serve as an early warning, suggesting that the risk could increase slightly over the next couple of days. In total, 42 million shares were bought and sold for approximately $21 billion, $960 million. Over the past 52 weeks, the highest price of the ETF was $540.80, and the lowest price was $402.39. Currently, the price is 2.17%, or $11.72, below the 52-week high of $540.80, which also represents the all-time high for the ETF. Recent developments surrounding the QQQ ETF indicate heightened volatility and uncertainty in the tech sector. On the 17th of June, a lackluster retail sales report showed sales declining by 0.9%, marking the weakest performance since January and falling below expectations. This, combined with disappointing manufacturing data and a decline in homebuilder confidence, has raised concerns among investors. Geopolitical tensions also impacted market sentiment, particularly following military actions in the region, contributing to overall market declines. Such factors can lead short-term investors to become risk-averse, potentially driving QQQ prices down as tech stocks react sensitively to economic signals. Conversely, on the 16th of June, the Nasdaq managed a significant rebound, climbing by 294 points, indicating a possible short-term recovery phase despite ongoing uncertainties. Investor enthusiasm surrounding technology stocks, particularly those involved in artificial intelligence, suggests a resilience that could support QQQ's longer-term trajectory, especially as innovation continues to drive the sector. However, With current economic indicators creating a complex landscape, long-term projections for QQQ must account for risks tied to inflation and changing consumer behavior. Investors may increasingly prefer value and income-generating equities, as high-growth areas appear less appealing. In summary, while there may be short-term volatility for QQQ, ongoing advancements in technology and strategic adjustments in investor sentiment could positively influence longer-term performance as the market adapts. Analyst ratings. On Tuesday, the 10th of June, 2025, it was reported that Benchmark assigned QQQ a mixed grade with a hold action. On Monday, the 9th of June, 2025, it was reported that Edward Jones assigned QQQ a mixed grade with a hold action. On Tuesday, the 3rd of June, 2025, it was reported that Benchmark assigned QQQ a hold grade with a hold action. On Friday, the 30th of May, 2025, it was reported that Benchmark assigned QQQ a buy grade with a hold action. On Friday, the 23rd of May, 2025, it was reported that Kansas City Capital assigned QQQ a positive grade with a hold action. The following signals have been identified for QQQ. The QQQ ETF holds a sell signal from the short-term moving average. However, there is a buy signal from the long-term average. Since the short-term average is above the long-term average, there is a general buy signal for the ETF, indicating a positive forecast. If the ETF continues to gain, it will encounter resistance from the short-term moving average at approximately $531.62. Conversely, if it falls, the ETF will find support from the long-term average at around $512.70. A breakout above the short-term average will trigger a buy signal, while a breakdown below the long-term average will trigger a sell signal. Some negative signals have also emerged, which may influence near-term developments. A sell signal was issued from a pivot top point on Monday, June 16, 2025, with the ETF having declined by 0.98% since then. Further declines are anticipated until a new bottom pivot is established. Additionally, there is currently a sell signal from the 3-month Moving Average Convergence Divergence, or MACD. Yesterday, volume increased alongside falling prices. This trend may serve as an early warning, suggesting that the ETF should be monitored more closely. Here are some other signals you might find interesting. Moving Average Convergence Divergence, sell signal. Pivots, sell signal 2 days ago. Bollinger, buy signal 6 days ago. Short-term moving average, sell signal 4 days ago. Long-term moving average, buy signal 39 days ago. The relation between the short and the long moving averages, buy signal 35 days ago. If we look at the 12-month chart, we see short moving average, buy signal 39 days ago. The long-term moving average, buy signal 27 days ago. The relation between the short and the long moving averages, buy signal 18 days ago. Remember to visit our page at StockInvest.us if you want to find more signals. Support, risk, and stop loss for QQQ. On the downside, the exchange-traded fund finds support just below today's level from accumulated volume at $466 and $423.69. There is a natural risk involved when an exchange-traded fund is testing a support level, since if this level is broken, the fund may fall to the next support level. In this case, QQQ finds support just below today's level at $466. If this level is breached, then the next support from accumulated volume will be at $423.69 and $422.67. Generally, the exchange-traded fund tends to have very controlled movements, and with good liquidity, the risk is considered very low. Over the last day, the fund moved $5.41 between its high and low, or 1.02%. For the last week, the fund has had a daily average volatility of 1.02%. Before we dive into the potential trading levels for QQQ, let's quickly cover some essential fundamental data. First, we have the price-to-earnings ratio, often referred to as the PE ratio. This important measure compares a company's current share price to its earnings per share. A relatively low PE ratio may indicate either low expectations for the company's future or suggest that the exchange-traded fund is undervalued, which could present a potential buying opportunity. Now let's discuss some potential day trading levels for QQQ. In case of an upward trend, the first resistance level for QQQ is at $529.92. If you don't own any shares, you may want to wait for this level to be breached before entering a position. For those already holding the ETF, this could be a level to consider for swing trading. On the downside, QQQ encounters its first support level at $466. If this support level holds, it could be a good entry point, anticipating a rebound. Our recommended stop loss is set at $512.41, representing a decrease of 3.15%. This exchange-traded fund exhibits very low daily movements, contributing to a low-risk profile. Recently, a sell signal was triggered from a pivot top identified 1 day ago. Is the QQQ ETF a good buy? Currently, QQQ displays several negative signals, indicating it may be a candidate for selling. However, considering the potential for a turnaround, it is advisable to view it as a hold or accumulation opportunity while we monitor further developments. Due to some minor weaknesses in the technical analysis, we have revised our conclusion for this ETF from a buy to a hold or accumulate recommendation since our last evaluation. Upon reviewing the volatility and movements from the last trading day, our systems indicate that the current price is undervalued. For trading on Wednesday, June 18th, we anticipate QQQ will open higher by $1.03, starting at $530.11. We remind you that trading involves a high risk of losing money, and that you should consult with a financial advisor before buying or selling any securities. You should not base your investment decisions on StockInvest.us. By using the information provided, you acknowledge and take responsibility for your own investment choices. This is our current view of the exchange-traded fund. Do you agree or disagree? Share your thoughts in the comments below. What is your target for the exchange-traded fund? Remember to like and subscribe. We wish you successful trading and hope you have a wonderful day from all of us here at Stock Invest.